Hi guys, it's J-Dog John Karshvam. Hey, helpful hint, I want to go over watering. And I'm very serious about watering, by the way. There's not, of course we maintain all the hanging baskets throughout the Portland metro area. So we really know hanging baskets, and we know watering and fertilizing and bug control to the nth degree. I want to go over this with you, just so you know. By the way, a helpful hint, I got to add this in. Oftentimes you see lots of watering wands with really cool gadgets with types of valves like this, types of valves like this. Sometimes you get some really cool things where it extends, and this is the biggest joke of them all. I'm going to be blunt about it. Is these little spray jets with these different types of showers and soakers and misters and stuff, all garbage. I'm just going to tell you straight out what happens later on. This starts to click. It's really cheap and chintzy. Starts to drip, and it starts to drip pretty heavily, which goes right down your arm, down your elbow, down your arm, right onto your belly. So if you want to avoid that, skip all the, while it seems like great options, they're pretty much just straight garbage. I like to keep things simple, of course, and matter of fact, it's to the extreme simple. Here I have a head. This is made by Dram, but I have to say even Dram makes some crap. I have to tell you straight out. I hate to even use that language, but here we have an all aluminum head. You'll have to special request this. Most often as we've gone to the cheap plastic head. What happens, it hits the ground when you drop your watering wand and it starts to break, which starts to drip, which causes that drip down your arm, down and right into your belly. Anyway, also you'll find too that all of these wands now, whether it's a fancy type of control, all have plastic valves. Another bad sign. If you're serious about watering, get yourself a brass valve. This one is a good one, and it's made by Dram. It's what we use here. Okay, enough about the tools. So what I want to do is talk about water quantity, because what you find out is you just, on nursery tags, like I said in my last email, it just says water frequently. What does frequently mean, and what does watering mean? I'm going to tell you on a passion basket. Let me show you the elements of a passion basket. This is an ugly 10-gallon plastic pot. This is the passion basket. Now, if you bought it from me, what I did, just because I'm so interested in your success, there is a hidden water reservoir in there that we just place down there. We fill it with some turfus just to hold in the water. That allows you to water every other day versus every day, which buys you some time. But you have to water correctly that first day. So what I want you to do, if you do, is time yourself. Get a 5-gallon bucket, turn on your watering, and then time yourself to see how long it takes to fill up a 5-gallon bucket. Is it 46 seconds? Is it 55 seconds? Is it a minute and 5 seconds? It's generally within a minute, believe it or not. So what you do is time yourself to see how long it takes to get that 5-gallon bucket full. That's the quantity we want to water with in our passion basket. You're going to say, no way, that's just got to be crazy. That's just too much water. But what happens is the root ball sucks up all that water, and then it leaves a space along here. And when you water, the water goes out the edges and down the holes, and it feels like you're watering. But what you need to do is rehydrate that whole root ball. It takes just about 5 gallons. I know we're all visual here. Let me show you. So I'm taking a passion basket here, and we're watering that for exactly that same amount of time that it takes to fill that 5-gallon bucket. But you've got to watch out. Let's see if I can't show it to you. What happens is, you see how that drains out from the bottom, is that oftentimes it drains out from the top as well. So we're going to wait to see when that happens. All 6 holes are pouring out water. We get all 6 holes and we are still watering. And you notice I haven't gone over this lip yet of watering, so I'm looking there as well. When I've reached my 46 seconds or so, or whatever amount it takes you to water, that's when you have 5 gallons. So on a passion basket, do that once every other day and you should do fine. On a smaller basket, by the way, on a 12-inch basket, you'll need 2 to 3 gallons of water. Those you need to do every day. And here's a helpful hint, is do it the same time every day. So that way, if you water in the morning time one day, and then the next day decide to water in the evening, that could be as much as a 12-hour difference, enough to cause that wilt, which later on shows with stress later on in the next week. Next week you'll see that stress in the basket. Anyway, water, water, water. You cannot overwater your hanging basket. Guys, that's the show for the day. Hope that helps. Always live your passion.
See me right out of the sunset on the color TV screen.